Hey Pisces, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. Sorry, I'm running behind on the videos this week. It's been kind of a lot. Leo season has really presented us with a lot. Not good, bad, right, or wrong. I think it's actually moving to good things. It's actually forcing us to maybe empower ourselves in ways that we weren't anticipating, that we weren't expecting, But it's also kind of played against our feelings of courage and strength and worth. Those are really being challenged, and we have to find ways to really connect with and identify those within ourselves without letting people or situations kind of bamboozle us into one way or another. We have 4 planets in retrograde. Mercury is one of them. It is going to go direct tomorrow, actually, from when I'm recording this, when they're uploaded. And then we still have those 3 outer planets, which are really kind of teaching us those deeper, more spiritual lessons. So there is a lot, but it's good. Like, we've had better, more supportive transits this week. It's giving us a better handle on what's going on. There still is this call to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, making sure that we're implementing self-love, self-care into our daily routine. Ayurveda is huge into that. But we're also kind of just seeing that with how things are playing out, and especially because we have to be more confident and courageous in areas that might not be so comfortable or might be a little bit foreign to us, i.e. that Saturn and Neptune in retrograde in Aries on top of each other. So all that to say, that's why I like to start off the readings with an energy cleansing, just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading. Cleanse out those blocks, obstacles, vibes we might be, struggling to kind of overcome or see through. It's a great time to set your own intention as well, especially if you've come into this reading with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It really is a great way to personalize these collective readings. I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you're just looking for more of a realignment of self, your mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're aligned in self, when we're grounded in self, when we kind of know what we need and what we want, that's really where we're manifesting our happiness and our abundance from. And I would love to help support in whatever way possible, Pisces. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Mama Love. All right, Pisces. So I feel like you're working really hard, really intentionally on something, but I feel like it is kind of challenging your self-worth. I know we kind of just talked about this, but that was really the energy that I was picking up. It's like you get on a roll with something and then you kind of like hit a proverbial brick wall, and it's almost like you forget why you're doing it, or, you just kind of completely flip the opposite way of like, what am I doing? I'm not cut out for this. You really do go into that space of doubting yourself, self-doubt. But something kind of gets you back up and running, and I really love this energy for you this week because it is that reminder that everything does happen in the right time, in the right way. I know that can be a little cliche, but it is so true. And oftentimes we can feel the desires of our heart before something actually comes in and manifests. And I feel like that's a lot of like what you're working with right now. You're a very intuitive sign, and so sometimes it's really easy to see the future, or you kind of know how certain things are going to play out. But actually having them play out in real time is like a process. It always takes way longer than what we anticipate. And I feel like that's just been the nature of the astrology as well, especially with Pluto moving into Aquarius. It's governing the next 20 years or so. And so it's forcing us to like really see things for what they are on a deeper level. Like just kind of having this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding of who and what things are. Yeah, 100%. Where those like broken promises are coming into play and how that's really serving you, like how that's really affecting your life, how it's playing out. You've been strengthening yourself in a very beautiful and powerful way. Whatever you connect with, whether this is inner God or goddess, this is really just that value of you honoring yourself, supporting yourself, really letting your proverbial inner light shine, so to speak. And as you are doing so, the learning curve is around these blind spots. It's around places that you, like, I don't know, maybe are giving some loyalty to people who are breaking promises or who do break promises. I'm hearing like you might be keeping someone's secret. You might be protecting someone that I'm not like really sure that they should be protected. I feel like you're on the fence about something. Well, this might not be a message for everybody, so just take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I'm hearing for some of you that there is like, I feel like there is a situation or a person that you need to confront. And this is to kind of, you're protecting someone and there is someone that needs to know about this, is what I'm hearing. Again, if it doesn't resonate with you, don't pick it up. But this is, again, understanding where those blind spots are, period. And I think sometimes we don't have all the pieces. It does look like some pieces are playing out this week because you're challenging yourself. Like I said, you have this strong refinement about yourself. Like you do feel pretty strong and grounded, and you're coming in as the Ace of Cups. So I feel like you're pretty invested or engaged in whatever you're doing. And it's specifically with that idea of like, I am trying to gain in my success, you know? And I know we're always kind of trying to do that. Like, it's not like we're sitting here making bad decisions, intentionally making bad decisions for ourselves. But it just kind of looks like you've hit a new level of understanding of what this actually means for you, the way to push the wheel forward. I'm reminded this week how Venus and Jupiter are going to be in conjunction, and it really helps connect us with our fortune. Like, it does feel like a gift. It feels like a reward of some sort for what we've been through. And I think like it kind of looks like you're really struggling with what someone did. I think like you, to the best of your ability, you extended your hand to someone, and it looks like maybe they just didn't take the offer. They were just like, you know what, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to have this my own way. And it was in a way where they just wanted to either like express that they were trying to become a little bit more grounded or wanted to be more stable in their own life. I'm not sure if you believe them, because there is this part of you that's like not liking it for some reason. And this kind of goes back to whatever these broken promises were, because I do feel like there's a misjudgment of some sort, or like I was saying, you know, especially if you have been like protecting information or kind of like giving loyalty to someone who might not be worthy of that, is what I'm hearing. Because it looks like whatever is you're dealing with presently was just kind of like, I'm going to do my own thing. Maybe on some level, they were taking something for granted, or they were kind of only looking at the negative. But it also kind of feels like to some capacity not really wanting to be in the drama. And for some reason, they're still pretty upset about this. Like, yeah, there's a lot of emotions attached to this. But I feel like at the same time, like, you did what you could do, or there was, like I said, other influences in this that were kind of dictating how it should play out. Not wanting to... Well, and that's the thing. So it kind of just looks like you were dealing with someone who's like a little bit immature. And maybe this is where this blind spot is playing out for you, Pisces. Because I feel like this person made a decision that maybe they didn't even really want to make. They just made it to like make a point because their energy is a little young, a little fickle, a little foolish. And I'm not seeing that you're necessarily trying to challenge that, so to speak, but it's held you back or it's held you down for some reason. And I don't know if this is the person's situation that you're trying to protect, but it almost just feels like it's not working for you anymore, or it hasn't been, or you're starting to see some information that come out that's kind of just like, wait a second, but I thought it was this, you know? Okay. I feel like you're finally disconnecting from someone. It looks like you're finally disconnecting. You're finally listening to your heart. You're making your own plan of action. I think they are as well. I mean, here's the thing, like in the end of it, it's like their feelings are hurt. And again, that's kind of where that immaturity is coming into play. This is someone or something that's never really they're just not as mature as you, or they're a little bit more on the stubborn side with this Knight of Coins. They don't really want to, like, it kind of has to be their way. This feels like someone who's pretty self-absorbed, unfortunately, like someone who's kind of playing games. Even if they're not intentionally doing it, it does feel like that, like a little bit of emotional manipulation undertone. And it is in the way to get a certain response out of you. And then I feel like as you're kind of making changes, like, yeah, I'm kind of over that game or whatever it is, like you're not really interested in it as much anymore because it's annoying at this point. You start making some decisions for yourself that actually do feel a little bit better. Lots of fire energy. We are in fire season right now. I think that whatever these broken promises are, it's like you don't have to give your loyalty to that person or that situation anymore, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, it's taking a leap of faith. I really love this for you, Pisces. It's not an easy one, again, but I think a lot of where you're being challenged or where the struggle is this week is it's fear of like your worthiness. And maybe this is kind of a difficult conversation situation, but if you speak from the heart, if you connect with your heart, if you lead with your heart, that is really what's going to speak volumes. And I think some of this does have to come to light. It's not only like information that you know, but I feel like it's information that once it's out in the open, it's really just going to bring a lot of freedom into this situation, whatever it is, because it does kind of feel like whatever this protective energy is, it's holding you down. Yeah, 100%. The cards never lie. It is actively creating blockages because this feels 100% like you know something that I feel like would benefit from being out in the open. It's a little hard because you might be hurting someone's feelings. But again, I just feel like this is someone who's like, it's going to take them a while to get out of whatever cycle this is. And so whether you can do it now or, you can wait a year or 2 years, I don't know. Whatever this is we're being given opportunities, like I said, to trust ourselves, Saturn and Neptune. There also is this promise of what is on the horizon for us in the astrology. It's called the magic triangle, and it's basically a trine between the 3 outer planets. And in this way that even if we have to make hard choices right now, it is going to benefit us in the long term. And I feel like that's really what this is about for you, Pisces. It might not be the easiest, but you got this. I believe in you. You've been doing a lot of beautiful growth and strengthening of yourself and really kind of stepping to your power in a beautiful way, in a magical way, and this is about just putting that to practice a little bit more every day. So I hope this reading helped. Thank you so much for your time, energy always. I super super appreciate you. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.